everybody, and welcome to the Nora Seroussi show. This is actually my last show for this year, and that's why I invited my guest. Her name is Laslean. She's known for doing the collection Ellis. She's a very famous designer, and I'd like to say good evening.
Hello, Nora. Good evening. I'm very glad to be together with you this evening. And please excuse my English. It's not so good, but I try to make conversation with you in English.
Thank you for making the effort. I'm here. I will talk very slowly.
Absolutely.
And very clearly, and anything that you're
you.
not familiar with, because a lot of my viewers are, and by the way, I found out they're watching in Australia too, which made me very excited. So I have friends all over who are watching it everywhere. So we are going to talk slowly and clearly now.
Okay.
First, we have a history together.
Yes.
And I can tell you that I was at her 25-year anniversary. It was 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
And I made the flower thing. I don't think we're actually going to show that. But that was on Facebook. And Ellie has a long history with my family. So why don't you talk about how you started out and met my daddy?
I'm very emotional because my history and Seroussi family
are mixed together.
Yes, yes. I'm very lucky because your father discovered me and offered me the possibility to make collection, and I was honored to receive this this direction to make a Miss Seroussi collection, and it was something difficult, but in the same time it was a big success, which we achieved together. I worked together with Seroussi team. I was the first designer which launched this.
You launched that, I remember.
Yes, yes. To the opening of your brand shop in Mall Vitan. It was 99. So long time ago.
We don't want to say how long ago.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I was so impressed about the culture of this family, this Seroussi family, because your father was like a big father for all the people which works together, and also the factory which was built in Norada, in Odorhei, yes.
And I know Joe's watching.
Yeah, hello, Joe. Joe Sawaya have his touch in this growing this success. Anyway, for me, it was something absolutely fantastic to learn and to be taught in this professional direction. Because we met after the big tragedy in my life, after I lost my husband in an accident. So I was very derutată, nu știu cum se spune.
You were wandering, you were a bit lost.
Yes, almost. So in this period I met your daddy, and he invited me to be the designer of this brand, Miss Seroussi. So in this period, I started to work together, and for me, this gave me courage, because I understand that Mr. Seroussi believe in me. That means that I am good. So
he wouldn't have asked you to do it,
and we have,
if he didn't think you could.
Yeah, and we have a picture. If
I think it'll come up at some point, and we will point it out.
Yeah, when I celebrate 10 years of Alice, my brand Alice, and with this occasion, I honored your daddy with special thanks, which I offered in a very nice event I met in Marriott Hotel.
First, when I see the picture, I will call attention to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure he was very touched by your doing that. But I want to tell you two things. Number one, it is still hard. I mean, we're talking about it, and I feel my dad so close, even though he's in heaven, but it's still, there are days that are just very difficult. And I've heard quite a few people talk about him, and it's, you know, such an honor for me as his daughter. And it's so nice to, he helps so many people, and I'm sure there's so many I don't even know about.
Yeah.
But to hear how he, you know, he encouraged people, and he did so much to help them, and I hope in my life I can do a fifth of what he did, and I'd be so happy.
Yeah, I imagine your daddy looking at you now, and I'm sure that he will be very proud about the work you do, and the level where you grow the brand Seroussi. You're great, and I think his smile all the time. He has a nice and charming smile for the people around him.
I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he's seeing everything what's going on, and he's probably going, "Oh, look at Nora and Ellie down there. What are they talking about?"
Yeah, all the time I like to make happy the ladies which wear the clothes I created. So I'm very proud that I succeed to grow this label which I create 28 years ago. And
was it 28 years already?
Yeah. 28 years.
All right, now I have to stop you because I want everyone to see the pictures, all right?
Yeah. And
behind us was the First Lady of Romania, Mrs. Johannes.
It was a big honor for me to become the designer of our First Lady. I love and I admire, and I love our First Lady. So I'm very happy when I saw how nice looks the dresses I made with all my soul.
But you can see that. I mean, she looks so
this was
elegant,
the first,
perfect. Look at that. It's a perfect look.
Yeah. It's a big honor, but in the same time, a big responsibility. I'm very emotional for every dress, every suit which I made for her, and in this way I hope the image, the Romanian image, it's a little bit more nice.
First of all, she looks great.
Yeah.
It shows very nicely, and I'm sure everybody outside will be asking her who made the dress. And I heard a little secret, people. I heard that also the first French lady came to visit you. Is that true? A little birdie told me that there was a visitor to Alice, and so I want you to tell me all about that.
2 years ago, when President Macron visited Romania, I prepared for our First Lady 3 dresses. So
there she is, right behind you.
Yeah.
Right behind you.
It's the big surprise I receive, and I thank you for my whole soul and my heart to our First Lady, because she make possible this visit. In the day when Macron was in Romania, I received a call, and some asked me if I am in my atelier, and I say okay, and in the same time I imagine that something wrong happened. So
you thought something
I said,
happened to the dress?
What happened? It's something an accident. Oh no, we are together with Madame Macron, and we will be to you in 10 minutes. So,
oh my God! I think my heart would have skipped a beat.
I was like Louis de Funès. It was incredible.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And
oh my Lord.
When I am very emotional, I speak very quickly.
Yeah.
And when I open the door, I wait, of course, the First Lady, and I started to speak in French, of course, because the language which I prefer to and I learned in the school was French, so I speak easier in French. And I started to talk about my intention to study French and to become a French teacher, and I study economics, and I become a designer, and and she
and
was,
you were saying all this in French?
Yeah, in French, absolutely.
And did she look at you? Did she understand what you were saying?
I absolutely.
Yeah.
And she is a very nice person, very, very charming, very friendly, and they was together like friends. So I asked to make a picture, and for me it's a very important souvenir.
Now that's what I call a nice surprise. You see, when people say I want to surprise you, take a hint. This is what you call a nice surprise. In 10 minutes, I'm coming with the French First Lady. Okay, I mean, a little more of a heads up would have been better. Just, I think if it had been me, my heart would have skipped a beat. Oh. And I would have been like, oh my gosh, we have 100 things to do. But I'm thrilled. I saw the pictures and I was so excited. I was excited, okay? So you can imagine how excited Ellie was.
I understand that someone loved me, someone in the sky loved me. So I receive like a big cadou, cum se spune? Present, yes.
I'm curious, I want to ask you something. Did they write about any of this in the French press? I would like to know.
It was a private.
Oh, it was a private visit?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Somebody has to ask these questions,
Just
so that's why they put me here.
For my clients, they was very impressed also. So because I have very nice ladies which prefer my style. So
I know some of your ladies who prefer your style.
Okay, thank you.
I know quite a few of them.
Thank you. Yes.
Because your look is, I would say, from my opinion, very elegant, timeless, classic. You know, there's a certain, and the ladies feel very feminine in it. I can say that from experience and from watching what Ellie does.
All the time I try to find harmony And
harmony is important.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have it.
Because the dress must be in your character together. Must
it has
make
to fit.
Yeah.
All right, I want to interrupt you for a minute. You know what? I have a saying after being around the fashion business for a long time and dressing so many different people. You have to wear the clothes, not they wear you. And I say it over and over, and people look at me sometimes. But if you don't know how to wear it and you don't know how to carry it, people can sense that you're not comfortable in it. And I always give this advice when people, I said, how do you feel? Sit down in it. And especially with men, you tell them, sit down in it. I said, yes, you're going to wear that suit maybe for a 4-hour dinner. I suggest you sit down, make sure you're comfortable, and give a little bit of allowance that you're going to eat, and maybe it'll get tight. I didn't think. You would be amazed how many people don't think about these little things. Also with the dresses, you know, if you have something with a very big bustle, it's not comfortable to sit for a very long time. Plus, sometimes you can't go to the bathroom, which is another thing people don't tell you, but I will, okay? These are all little things that are important. You have to feel, I like to call it like a second skin. I like to, like, this is comfy, this I feel very good, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have bought it and I wouldn't wear it, you know? It has to feel that I can move in it. I can't, you know, maybe you'll realize as you get older, the things with the zippers are not so Nora friendly anymore, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable like that. People should wear what makes them feel good.
It's important.
And if you feel good, you look good because you're smiling.
Absolutely.
I can tell when somebody's wearing something. The other night I went to an event. I was given an award. I just want to share that with you all. At the iSuccess, which was very lovely and beautifully done by Ioana Irimia and Flavia Kovacchio. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I wore a lovely dress and I felt really good. But I could see 1 or 2 ladies there, because my eye can see that and I'm trained for it, that did not, they weren't wearing what I would say they felt comfortable in. And you could see from how they take the pictures and how they stand, and it should be fluid and it should be, you know, this is an event. It's a lovely evening. You have to wear what will make you feel good and make you stand out.
Yeah.
So I agree with you 1,000,000%. That the clothes have to feel comfortable.
People are very different, and we, like designer, must have the ability to offer to every character, every different people, the right dress, the right suit. So that I try to experimentez. This I try to do to make happy every woman which come to me and ask to have a beautiful dress, because beautiful, as you told, it's the dress which make you to feel well and happy and comfortable. Absolutely comfortable.
I want to share with you something. So in London there was one store that I used to go to which closed since then, I'm so upset, called Yvette. I shopped there I think 30 years, maybe more, 40 years. Anyway, a long time. And they knew, there was one woman there called Arlette, and I walk in, she knows exactly what I like.
Yeah.
She knows the fit, and I said no black because
your style.
you go to all the balls in London, everybody's wearing black. So I have a rule, very rarely do you ever see me wearing just black. I did last year, maybe this year, but that's it. I like color, number one. Number two, I watch how they dress other people. Now this is important.
Absolutely.
Because there was a girl, okay, so I tried on this very cute outfit. It was a silk skirt and it had a little thing like this, right? Now, I have long enough legs and my thing, it fit okay. This other woman next to me, in the cabin next to me, oh good Lord, she was a little bit short, a little bit. First, I would never have put her in it. I would have said, this is not actually the right style for your shape, okay? They didn't say anything, she didn't say anything, I didn't say anything. She looked at me, I looked at her, and she went back in the cabin and took it off. Now, she realized that, you know, there are different, you as a designer will look and you will see different shapes in different sizes and different colors, because like I know what I can't wear. Somebody should never give me an olive or a brown or a beige. These are not my colors, because I need, something else. You, with your coloring, you would look great in like the green because of the eyes. And, the person who is actually creating, who is designing, and who is also selling
and
has to know that. And the person buying, maybe they're not so familiar with it. And you should ask, sometimes, hopefully the sales girl has some sense, and she will tell you, this is the right shape. This is not the right shape. I hate it when people ask me.
This personal shopper, it's very important, because I think every color, every dress goes together with one people or no. So I think it's very important to dress, to wear the clothes, and to look in the mirror. To see.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
This is another thing I want to talk about, Ellie. Ellie, I think these people go out and they don't look in the mirror. Sometimes I look around and I'm like, my goodness, did you even look in the mirror before you went out? Now, I do not want to be a fashion critic.
Valentino told, look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror before you go out.
And if you like what you see, go
out. Okay, no. You know what? Maybe I'm a little.
And with this online sales, it's a problem, because sometimes people buy the dress looking on computer.
Right.
And
then they get it. And okay, so I have seen the one. They have the one of what you order and what it looks like. Oh my God! Actually, some of them are very funny. I shouldn't laugh, because some of them. It shows one thing, and when the woman puts a dress on, they're two different. One is oranges, one is apples. I still am old-fashioned. I don't buy online, because I like to try it on. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to see how it looks. I don't want to spend my whole day sending clothes back and forth. I'm very old-fashioned like this. I want to be able to come into a boutique like Ellie's and say, "Oh, this is lovely," and can we? And then when you go in like that, yes, you have the advantage of having it, nipped and tucked, and so it fits perfectly.
It's important to
you
have this
when you order online, who knows what you're going to get?
And it's important to understand which is the color which go on with you. So I advise every people to fit first time and after to buy. It's a very difficult, very greșit.
A mistake.
It's a mistake. Yes, it's a mistake to buy a color which you like. How look the color?
How it looks, but you don't know how it looks on you.
It's important to buy the color which looks good
on you.
That's
my concern when you're buying, because you can buy online. They have lovely stuff. All right. But, when they say gray, there are, as far as I know, so many different shades of gray. How many different shades of gray? And for me, because I have sensitive skin, the material is always a question.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because it can say, I don't know, raw silk, and it comes out to be a little bit something else. The person, and I recommend for people, always, you should sit down with somebody, find out what are your colors, what colors suit you.
Absolutely.
What styles suit you?
Absolutely.
Okay? I mean, there are certain styles that don't look good on me, and some of them make you look like this. Some of them are more flattering like this. Some are, I don't want something that's going to make me bulgy everywhere else. But people sometimes are also afraid to ask.
Yes.
And they're ashamed to ask. I want to ask you a question. If somebody comes to you and says, can you sense when they're like, do they come, you feel that they're afraid to say something, and maybe she doesn't want to tell you, look, I don't want to cut too low here because I'm worried about it. Can you feel that?
There is people which receive advice, and people which don't.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Yes. And all the time I try to make the best advice, and to advise in every client's interest. So it's important that the people which come to us goes absolutely perfect, with the perfect dress, perfect look, perfect, and I put my all my mind and my heart in this advice which I offer, but not all the time every people receive. So I respect the opinion of every woman, but sometimes there is a situation when people or woman don't know herself well. So there is maybe a style which they don't agree to fit, and in my opinion can be their solution for be beautiful, more beautiful, for example. Anyway, it's a long discuss about this when someone try to have the right and the perfect dress. It's not easy to.
You know, when as a designer, I would think,
yeah,
they have to feel good and they have to look good. If they don't, you don't get #1 repeat business, and it's not good for your brand and your label,
yeah,
in general. That's why if someone is coming to a designer, they have to be able to listen and accept, you know, I don't want to say...
The preference or
the suggestion.
The suggestion.
Okay, because you probably have a better understanding of it than they do.
Yeah.
And obviously you want them to look good, because if they look good, they will say, wow, everybody loved my dress, I'm coming back.
It was very interesting. Now I remember a nice chapter in my experience. 2 or 3 years ago, I was invited to design the dresses for our tennis girls team, to Fed Cup. And it was Simona Halep and other girls which want to have a nice dress for a cocktail. And it was something very nice, because their body was different, and so I have to design dresses for everybody.
That was my next question, because you have, everybody has a different shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and you design for all different shapes.
Question how to shape your body, it's
okay, you
nice
answer this question.
and
I'm not
big
getting...
problem, which I succeed to resolve. Absolutely fantastic. I was very proud to. I have now here a picture with. But it was a nice evening, and the girls was very happy.
I remember that now, as I clicked on the pictures.
Yeah.
They're very athletic, so their shape is different.
Yeah.
And probably what they can wear is different.
Everybody have a proportion which go or no one style. So it's important to have this inspiration to make dress and to make a beautiful lady at the end.
Did you see that? Now, did you hear what happened? So, not only she designs for the First Lady, which is a different look, she also designs for the tennis team. Now, those are athletes.
Oh, and also for Nadia Comaneci.
Oh, and Nadia Comaneci. Okay, so also the acrobat, the gymnast.
Yeah.
So you see, that's where you can tell talent, because the fact that it's not only one look.
Or a singer, for example.
You know, it's all different looks and all different shapes and all different sizes and all different types of bodies.
And all different
Bravo.
age, for example, because...
Age also.
Yeah.
You know, I want to tell you something funny. I think you were at my show. years and years ago, I did a Seroussi fashion show. I don't know if you remember. It was at the Intercontinental. You guys are going to laugh.
Yeah, I remember.
I did it with VIP.
I remember.
With Christy Brancu. And I remember I was wearing a blue dress and I had 102 temperature. Because all I could do was talk in the microphone like I was dying. But the show has to go on. And what I did that was different. I did not take regular models. I took my secretary, I took my doctor, I took my friend, I took my banker, I took a lot of people in the office and other people. So I had from sizes like 42 to like 62. And I had ages like 20 to 60 because I wanted to show real people wearing the clothes. And everybody was like, what are you doing? And I told them, smile. That was the other thing. Because everybody always walks down, you know, with the look. I said, look like you're having fun. Excuse me. They really enjoyed it. People responded so well to real people wearing the clothes in all different sizes when we had the Miss Seroussi collection. It was a ladies' collection. And I have to tell you, I had such positive feedback. It was one of the best shows that I think I've ever seen. Because usually you have the, you know, the longs, the lovely, slim ladies, but most people actually, Ellie, don't look like that. They look like, you know, everybody else, and that's why I did, from the age difference and the size difference. And it was great because this is then the lady who's sitting next to me can say, oh, I can go and buy that at the store tomorrow because now I know what it actually would look like on me. And that was one of the best shows I think I ever did, and I have to say I'm very proud of that. But I was sick. I remember that. You remember that show?
Yeah. I was also together with my son.
Are you with Marison? No, I don't. I don't remember very much that night.
After your dad invited us to dinner.
Okay, I think I must have gone home because I remember getting through that night, talking like this. And then I went, I was done, but I think it was, I mean, I was glad to see a different, I wanted to show a different point of view.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been to so many beautiful fashion shows in my life and seen so many beautiful creations, but sometimes I took a step back and said, you know what, let's show the people what people want to, you know, the girl down the road or the girl down in the bank or, you know, the secretary or whoever, everybody who goes to work and look, they will look at it and say, that's what, I could wear that. And that's the whole point.
Yeah. This, I was preoccupied all the time that my dresses, my creation, wearing the people, the normal people, so not must be just opera d'arte, just something for fashion show, but to be and enjoy people which dress in. So
that must give you satisfaction, doesn't
absolutely.
it? When you see how good she looks and you, I created that, I designed that, and you know what? She does justice to the clothes. Do you know what that means? She makes them look good. She wears them well. She does justice to it.
Yeah.
We have a saying in English, you know, she wears it and it's lovely and it makes everybody look
all
good.
All the people appreciate, and when the picture or in the online, we have a lot of hundred of like.
And I'm sure the comments are also very nice.
And
she's lovely looking.
Yeah.
You're lucky that she, well, first of all, she looks great in anything.
Yeah. She is a perfect woman. She's very beautiful, very young, very dynamic. Dynamic, yes, sportive, and she's beautiful. She's perfect. Yeah.
Now I want to talk about something else that people may not know about. So recently I was reading, and Ellie has done something different. Ellie's School.
Yeah.
So I said, what's this, Ellie's School? It's actually Ellie's School, if you know about it. So I'm going to ask the lady to tell us about it. Tell us about Ellie's School.
Oh, it's my proiect de suflet, my soul project. So
Oh, it's a project, because soul project means the only project. It's just project from your soul.
Yes, project for my soul.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to become the teacher of young people which want to develop business in fashion. And I think it's important to start it with some atelier of sewing of manufacture.
Yeah.
I think it's important that people and the young children also to have the possibility to learn about how they can do with their hands. This is my idea, my mentality, my opinion. And I decided to organize some atelier in my showroom special.
Here in Bucharest or
yes,
in Arad?
in Bucharest
okay.
and Arad, both.
Oh, both, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're busy.
Yeah. I'm very courage.
God bless.
Woman, yeah. And I want to teach. I want to teach people. Next year, we will start it, this atelier. I find some people which can be in my team, and I grow little team which can be with me in this direction.
Excellent.
Yeah. Because it's important that the little
the next generation.
Yes, to have the courage to make something. For me, it was very important that I learned from my mother to make different am să tricotez, nu știu cum se spune
tricotez. To sew and to knit, yeah.
Yeah. To make different things, and I was the courage to grow in this direction. So it's important to start it with.
I think it's a terrific idea.
Yeah.
I loved it when I saw it, and I thought, what is this about?
Thank
and I
you.
must ask you about it. You're in a position.
I invite your son and his colleagues.
Huh, they just want to sit. Okay, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
I will try.
You can try.
Okay.
I wanted to, I was fascinated when I first read about it. And I think that's a great idea because you're qualified after so many years' experience to be able to teach the next generation.
Yes.
Somebody has to.
My project is Discover Yourself, because I think a lot of a lot of people have the different talent they didn't discover. So it's important to do something to try to create something. And who knows, maybe you feel that you like what you do. To make a flower, to make a tie, to make something artisanal. It's important to.
I think we've lost a lot of that nowadays because everything is so automated and everybody's so busy with all the machines. But I think it's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
And I hope that there will be young people, and we should encourage them to be able to go in and learn something new. And I believe in anything that will broaden the mind. I would like to bring Joseph, just so he sees something different, and it opens his world a bit. And
to fashion, it's something very attractive for young people. But fashion doesn't mean just to design. It's to make.
It's to create.
To create and to make. And also it's very important to know how to make a dress. So dressmaker, it's something very important. And if you know this, you can develop a business in. But after you know how to make a dress. So this is the direction which I want to.
I encourage you. Ellie, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures there, yeah? I have a question for the president. Like the suit? Any idea? Yes? No? Curious?
Sorry?
What suit is he wearing?
What suit?
Is the president wearing? You're dressing the first lady. I'm wondering what suit is the president wearing?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe you should find out.
Seroussi.
Duh! What did you...
Can
you see that? Did you see that?
Okay. Oh, you give me an idea.
I gave you an idea.
Okay,
I'm so happy.
you.
Okay, that's good because I'm full of ideas. As my daddy says, ideas you have plenty.
Yes. Oh, thank you for.
So no, really,
Absolutely.
I'm watching all of this here. It's very nice, but nobody's even mentioned.
Okay.
Maybe you could think about that and mention it a little.
Okay.
Because it's.
Can be.
He represents Romania.
Absolutely.
We are, involved here. This is our home and our, and. I even managed to take it from here to LA, so for goodness sake, this is right here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was my idea. I just want to say it on TV now so that everybody knows. So maybe you should mention that next time.
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy about this LA school. I thought it's a very cool idea. Okay?
Yeah, this was the...
Was it your idea or did somebody give it to you?
My idea.
Oh, sorry. All right, it was her idea. Oh, it was her idea. Don't let anybody else say anything.
Yeah.
It was her idea. I did not. Bravo. I wish you good luck.
Thank you so much. I need, because I want
you'll be fine.
I want to be the friend of these young people.
Yeah.
And
Ellie, you keep saying young people like we are ancient. We're not. The younger people.
Yeah.
Younger people. Okay, I got it now.
Younger. Yeah, we are young also. Okay, so yeah, in an era robotizării, cum se spune? In this robotic era, or this robotic era
with machines.
Yes. I think it's necessary to know how to do some normal things in the house, how to make something to eat, how to make a dress, how to make something, because we are human. So
listen, nowadays all you need is the phone. You call up, you order food. You call up, you order this. You call up, you get that. It's almost. It's so easily available.
But I don't want to be dependent on
No,
phone.
but I don't want to be dependent on it either.
So I prefer to make myself which I want, and not to be in a robotical issue.
Get stuck there. Yeah. So that's your plans for next year. Is this Ellie's school?
Yes.
Anything else that you want to share with us, or you want to surprise us what you're doing?
This is new. In the same time, I have in my showroom a lot of beautiful dresses. Also, I remember. Also, I reload my office collections, because some years ago I created only luxury and evening.
Now that's an important thing for people to know.
So yes, so I.
So you're launching like an office style collection.
Yes.
Everybody should know that. Very important.
Office and
Can I
casual.
ask you a question? Because we're going to have to get out shortly. But I remember this with Miss Seroussi, and I used to beg them. I said, make 3-piece. And I said, when a woman is traveling, okay, if she has the blazer, it's always nice to have a skirt and a pants.
Yes,
3 pieces
absolutely.
together. I would, business women, as far as I know, love this, because if you're going to take a suitcase, instead of taking 2 blazers, you take a blazer. You've got, for let's say a 2-day, 3-day journey.
Absolutely.
You have the pants, you have the skirt, and you have the blazer. It works so well for business women.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm sure that everybody will thank me, that I've asked you because it's really important for us. It really
I
is
remember.
important.
Yeah, it's very important. And my clients ask me to offer again my beautiful style because it was a big success some years ago. And in the last time, because I was a lot of asking about the ceremony, I forgot to.
Well, it's a good thing we mentioned it.
Yeah. But
Ellie, I want to say thank you very much for joining us.
It's finished? Okay.
Yes, we're done. I would like to say thank you very much to Miss Ellie Laslean, Ellis Creations.
Thank you, Nora.
For coming and joining us on my last show of the year.
Okay,
I wish you good luck with everything that you have planned for next year.
You too.
And I wish you all happy holidays, happy Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year, and see you in 2020. Good night.